Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Hmm. Hope everybody's well. Tommy J, how you doing? Hey, Paul, how you doing? Glad you could stop by. Appreciate it. I just watched. Did I watch one recently? I think I'm behind. I might be behind two, but I'll catch up. I was up earlier this morning, but trying to get stuff done. They're doing the gates. They sent me pictures of the gates. I think they're coming over to put those in today. He's got a couple of questions on the deal that's going to hold the generator on the front of the trailer. He's afraid maybe that it's not going to have enough travel. It's going to hit my tailgate or something. So I got to go over that with him today. Um, and he put a bar across the back where the bike is, so that I could attach a couple of more strap downs actually to the trailer, keep it from doing this on the back. Otherwise, I think it's going to be all right. Hey, Justin. Hey, brother. How you doing, Ron? Um, Oh, Bear's here. You went outside. You just came in. You want to go out? Okay. All right. All right. Let me let him out. Come on. Yeah. I'm excited for some reason. What? Okay. All right. Hopefully, I didn't mess up anything. You guys still hear me? I guess this is done. Wanted me to scan one of my drives, which I did, and it just notified me it's done. So, yeah. So I'm just waiting on that. I'm hoping. I think the weight's going to be good on the tongue weight. So I don't see any problem with that. Should know today. And I've got half the video done. They already put the steps, the two steps coming out the door, because we raised it up, whatever it was, probably almost a foot and a half, I think. And that's in there. And then he put one of the stabilizers on, fixed the one that he took off, so that I've got an extra one now in case I forget to to run them up and pull the truck out of there. So it should be able to go. So I'm hoping to go to Sisaket. Well, I think I'm going to try to go golfing on Monday with Andrew, if we don't do it over the weekend here. We were going to go yesterday, but he wasn't feeling well. So hopefully you're feeling better if you're watching. And yeah, I'd like to get out just for a couple of days in the middle of the week, maybe take off Tuesday, come back Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday, just to see another rundown, make sure everything's working, the generator and everything where it's at. Hey, Maui, how are you? I hope you're well. Um, and that's, I guess they were talking this morning on the little chat deal that we had going, about this 10,000 bot. And I asked my wife about it too. And she knew about it. Imagine when they're giving away 10,000 bot, I imagine most of the Thai people hone in on that. In fact, Maui, do you know about that? Your wife needs to get on there and do the app and get 10,000 baht. Mark, does your wife know about that? So anyway, we're talking about it this morning. I think a couple people. I think Craig was on there. I think a couple people have already got it, and a couple people are waiting to hear. My wife says she applied for both her mother, her father, and her yesterday. So when I find out about that, I'll definitely let you guys know. And the basic gist is that it's basically for food, no cigarettes, no alcohol, and it has to be within a 5 kilometer. This is what my wife told me. So again, take it with a grain of salt. Oh, my wife's pretty sharp. A 5 kilometer, the place that you buy the stuff from has to be within a 5 kilometer of your area or whatever. So cool. Good to know. Hey, Robert, how are you? Her daughter told her, okay, good, cool. Yeah, I mean, if the government's finally going to do something, or not finally, going to do more for the Thai people, everybody should get their fair share. Sorry, I'm looking over at this other computer. I've got it on. I don't have it on my phone, so I don't block anybody with my elbow as I press on something. But yeah, I mean, good for them. I mean, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, they'll be in heaven. My father-in-law can buy 10,000 baht worth of donuts from from the market. He eats a lot of sweets. That's how, and he's only this big around. He's got to weigh 100 pounds soaking wet, maybe. We'll do deal with daughter. Mom will give her cash. I'll buy stuff for the house she needs. Yeah, and then she'll use it for yeah, it's a good idea. Very smart. Good deal. Yeah, especially if she needs stuff for the house and obviously you guys are going to need food, so why not? That's a good idea. I think for anybody that's got probably maybe could do that with. I don't know what my father-in-law. He'd probably rather have 10,000 baht worth of fishing stuff to make nets and go fishing. Maybe I'll ask my wife about that. If she wants to do that. We could give him cash for it because I know we'll spend it. It's for them too, but it don't matter. Yeah, I don't see how you're doing it. Well, you guys are going around and and seeing stuff, which is cool. If I had to be back there by myself, I'd go crazy. I'd have went nuts. I'm still debating on when I do go back. If I don't take my wife, whether I want to spend 3 weeks or just spend a week. I really need 3 weeks. I've got some shit I got to take care of. It's been a long time. Well, I went back for my mom's celebration of life, but I need to go back and actually do something. And I saw, oh, that's what I saw, Paul. I saw you had a get together or something, right? I'm imagining in Bangkok. And it looked like there was 4 or 5 subscribers there or something. That's what I saw when I was looking at it. Is that what it is? Election season? It could be. I don't know. Did your wife already get it? And I guess your daughter could get it too, right? I'm thinking. I'm exhausted from forming up my driveway widening project. Dog out dirt install now. I think you like to do that crap though, don't you, Robert? I enjoy paying people to do shit here in Thailand. It makes me feel like I'm doing something for the economy. Um, Been recalled back to Australia, coordinate visits, leave for the last time on the 14th. Very cool. We're gonna have to have a party. I'll come over for a party when you actually are back here and retired. Nope, and have to be 16. Well, I didn't ask my water about my water. I didn't ask my wife about the kids, but they're 21 and 18. So I'm imagining she got it for them. She just didn't mention it to me. I imagine they all got it. I just can't see them people here in Thailand not. You like stay busy. I like to retire. I stay busy here. 110 more days. Very cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be cause for celebration. Ah, coffee's good. I like this my coffee bean deal. Did you guys see it? I showed you everything, right? I like the little grinder that I got. You can see the spare ones right there. Actually, not spare. That's the one that goes in the trailer. So I got to put that back in the trailer. I took it out, and that was the one I took with me to Pattaya when I went and visited. It's the little containers. I think I showed you. I got the little pump button on the top of them. I bought what did I buy? A kilo of beans, 4 individual packs. One of them or two of them will probably fit in the one that I've got, but that way I don't have to open a bunch of them. Yeah, sounds good to me. Tell me when and where I send the money for my room, and I'm in. That'd be fun. I like that hideaway. We was gonna go. I think we were gonna do the that meetup that we had. We were gonna do that there, and we ended up just kind of doing it whatever hotel I ended up picking out, which wasn't a bad hotel. I redid. I told you I got this one. The company did say they're going to send me the one that was broken, another one. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put that over here. Even though this one's, I don't know, 20, I don't know. It's pretty big. I mean, it's decent size compared to when I'm looking at, the laptop screen. But put it there, then I'll have two. I don't know how to make them put two big ones, and I think Tom got 8 of them stacked up or something. But I'm not that into that or know enough about it to be into it. Where was it? I don't think I'm waiting for Andrew. I did send him something. Where was the? He wanted to know. Oh, it already logged me out. You son of a bitch. I'll have to do that later. I'll wait and see if he comes in. He wants to get one of those little battery pack deals like I got, 600 watt. He wants to run a couple of fans if the power goes out. I'm imagining he had a bad experience. and I don't know how long mine would run it, but it would. He wants to run 2 of them. It'll run at least 24 hours, I think. But I'll plug it in before he buys, because they're not cheap. They're 10,000, and the better model, the older model than mine was 10,000. The new model is 12,000 baht. So it's not like they're, throwaway money, but I'll plug in 2 fans and let it go. We'll have a first class or first hand deal on how long it lasts. It's a good idea to have those around for just that purpose, because especially depending on the time of year, a fan, is no problem. If you're Thai, I think a fan is no problem all the time. But and it runs that ice chest deal, and it can be charged with solar and all sorts of stuff. So we'll see. I did. The solar man took the one battery. I guess I got screwed by the guy at Lasada, because he said about 2 batteries, 50,000 baht each, from the same guy. He's a Thai guy. He builds them here. Figured, okay, I'll give the Thai people the business here in Thailand. Plus, it's easy to, if something goes wrong. Well, one of them has been working perfect. The other one hasn't worked since the day we got it. And sent it back to him, and he says, oh, it's not the battery. And I'm going, well, wait a minute. We've got 2 systems. I got 2 separate systems. You take the battery off of this one and put it on this one, and it works fine. You take this crappy battery, put it on this one, and it don't work. So, no. And I guess I haven't talked to him, but now they've tried talking to him. Now he's blocked the solar man from his line. So I am going to report him to Lasada, because so far they said the BMS, something or other, Brock was here, or Mark might know too. Oh, there's Brock. I think that's the main controller for the battery. It's 48 volt, I don't know, 200 amp hour. They're big batteries. And now they're saying that was bad, and that cost me like 2,000 baht. And they're saying 2 of the battery or 2 of the cells are no good. So I guess I got screwed. But anyway, I tried to, do the right thing and buy locally and all that kind of shit. And I probably should have bought from a big manufacturer. But either way, I think it's supposed to be done today. So I'll find out how much they're going to charge me for whatever they're going to do on the 2 cells that they need to replace. So morning for a little while. Got stuff to do. When are you coming back, Brock? I know everybody's told me. There's Craig. I was talking about you this morning about the 10,000 baht deal, and I don't think it should be a problem buying ganja, right? So, you're not. I guess you can't. Like I said, you can't buy alcohol, cigarettes, that kind of gas. I don't think gasoline or gas for your stove, or maybe you could buy gas for your stove. I don't know, but let's see, Mark. Better fill. You just booked your ticket. Hey, Ralph, how you doing? Hope you're well. um, but maybe you could buy the ganja plants and buy 100 of them and put a nice field. I still don't know. I saw you said that there. And I'm speaking to Craig. Sorry, you said that there's uh, a farm out there that grows uh, ganja, right? Because I still haven't figured out how the hell they grow it outdoor and they don't have a mold or mildew problem with the high humidity. I don't know. Maybe somebody can enlighten me. Or did you ever go over there and look at their facility? When I come your way, I'm very interested in how they're doing it. I know that they're adding lights for veg, adding to the 12, 6 hours or more, whatever. But I don't know how the veg, the humidity, it doesn't really make a shit. In fact, it isn't really going to hurt them. I ran high humidity anyway. But what I don't understand is how they go into flower out there, and they got to cover them. There's no way that they can just let them sit there and get poured on, if depending on what time of year they're growing. But I don't know. Maybe if you're still here. I don't even know if you're still here. What did you say? Hello from the Thai farm. On a rain-soaked morning. Okay, we got a little drizzle, but nothing horrible. Changdao Farm in Chiang Mai. They have a Facebook page or something like that. I know I left a pen here. Now all I have to do is find a piece of paper. I do have paper for my deal now. Okay, let me get this. C H R A N G C H I. Okay, down. The and thank you. So what happened to Mark here? Wi-Fi dropped out, Brock. You're going to need to come to a retirement party in 110 days. Yeah, no kidding if he's there. I don't know. Brock doesn't do much when he's on vacation. It's not like it's not a retirement to him. He only comes on vacation. Oh, you have it there. Oh, okay. I should have it over here. Let me click on it. Thank you. Ah, okay. Cool. Okay, I see they're in greenhouses. All right, well, that makes sense. That's what I would do. Okay. So they're in greenhouses. That makes sense. The only thing that would be kind of a bummer is I wonder how they do it. Maybe they have retractable, some kind of, what I'm saying is that you got 12 hours of sunlight that you're not going to be able to use. You'd have to use lights for the full 18 hours. And I tried it both ways in case anybody's interested. I've ran my veg at 18 hours of light and then off. And I've run 24 hours of straight lights and didn't make a bit of difference. So go figure. But if it was something that I couldn't see with the naked eye and figure out weight wise or anything else that it helped growing even. If it was so minute of a difference, it didn't make a difference. So. You get a free gram. I don't smoke or eat it, so I guess I could give it to you. You want to go? And I'm going to go that way because that's where Mitch is, and somewhere in either Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai. I think he's in Chiang Rai. I always get them mixed up. but I do want to go that way. So I might be going up there. I will definitely, it's really, my other mouse here, really, waiting to meet you. Okay. But it looks like, what are they growing in? Are they growing in, can't see it. It looks like those clay balls, those little red deals. Let me see if I can. Products, farm visit. I'm boring everybody. I can lose it. Oh, they still okay. They sell too. What do they got? I can't see. It's awful small. Weed looks okay. Looks a little fluffy, not too dense. The stuff that I'm seeing, but they're probably maybe they do have it outside during veg, and maybe they bring it in just to flower. I definitely will. There are what? What does it say? 489 weed shops. Wow. Yeah, I think somebody was saying on something, because it's a big topic, that per capita for everything, it's got Amsterdam beat to hell as far as how many shops and dispensaries or whatever you want to call them that they have here in Thailand. But what I'm looking at, maybe it looks like they're vegging inside though too. I can't really tell. I got to get it up on this screen to where I can actually see it. But yeah, that's what I was. If supposedly it's been decriminalized, I haven't felt confident enough to take. And they've got so many people out there now. Is it feasible for them to make a living? I'm sure it is. I mean, if they can make enough off of growing rice, they can. Even if there's 9 million people here in Thailand growing it, you just got to find the right, put together a strain that really is good and people would want. I think that's the way it is in the United States now. From what my nephew tells me, it's they don't want to pay anything for it in the States anymore, and the only way you can get anything halfway decent is to have something that no one else has. We had pretty much the best OG in California. I'm sure they have a bunch of stuff out, and that was genetics that went back to the early '80s. The genetics on that OG, but yeah, I haven't. I might try it again. I haven't tried any kind of anything since for over 35 years, but especially with that, I haven't probably. I think I told you guys a story about my cluster headaches that went to that wedding that it was my nephew's mother, and she wanted to get married again. She had cancer, and she wanted to see her daughter have a baby. She did all that with pancreatic cancer. She went 4.5 years, that woman. And I think I've told the story before, but I was at her wedding and they were passing it around, and I was just starting to get a headache. I hadn't, done anything. I hadn't touched anything weed wise since I was like 18, just getting out of high school. I had a bad experience and I couldn't do it anymore. Paranoia and shit. And boy, I hit that thing, and that cluster headache never kicked it right from the gate. And I had my nephew take some of the trimmings and stuff and actually roll them in a cigarette machine, like 3 of them. And every time I felt something coming on, I puffed it. And after, I don't know, like they say, you got receptors in your body for THC. And I don't know. I haven't had a cluster headache since then, 20 years. No cluster. And I was getting 5, 8 of them a week. And every once in a while, I'd get one that would bring tears to my eyes. That's how bad it hurt. And my doctor had given me the migraines. He gave me this syringe. And he said, when you get one, stick it up your nose and do it. And if it kills it, it's a migraine. If not, it's a cluster headache. And couldn't give me anything for that. But that, man, once or twice a month, man, it'd bring me to my freaking knees. The pain was so bad. And I haven't had any I haven't had a headache in 20 years. It's amazing. Just from that. And I think I still had maybe like 3 or 4 cigarettes. I think I still had half of them, 2 of them left. So, because I would only just a little puff through a filter and everything, but the stuff was pretty, pretty, pretty concentrated. All right, what did I miss? I didn't miss much. Hello, Easy, Jeezy. What did I miss? That was paraquat. No, this was all stuff that was being grown by by the people I knew. Nothing in it. But I really, like I said, man, I was really surprised. I haven't had one since either. That's what really amazes me. I haven't put any THC in my body since that. Has to be close to 18, 20 years ago, I'm believing. Not that I want to believe. She was such a magnificent lady. Another one lost to that C word crap. But boy, she was so determined, man. I remember her. I took her out to sushi one night, and me and her, and it was her ex-husband, my wife's brother, my brother-in-law that passed away from it too, and he had found out 2 years after she had gotten pancreatic that he had kidney or whatever it was, and he lasted like 7 months, 8 months. So she watched him pass, and she went another 2.5 years. But she tried every new thing that they put out, everything that they could possibly do. She put it in. She was only like this big around. She was skinny anyway, but she was such a, like, she didn't want her children, Jeff, or her daughter, or anybody in the family to be burdened with anything. So the whole time that Danny was getting worse and getting ready to pass away, and the hospice and the this and what do you do, she's taking notes, man. And my wife was there. This one here was there when she passed with both kids, and they went to a thing, and she had everything, put it together, and opened this book and said, "Okay, don't worry about anything. Here's what you do. I've just passed away. You call this, do this, do this." Book, page. Walked them all the way through everything financially, everything she had in that book. She had 4.5 years to put it together. But she not only got to see her daughter, get married, she got to see one of her grandkids be born, and it was exciting. She was a good one, man. She was a good one. Okay, let's see. No headaches, but a few pains in the butt. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. One day I will try edibles. I think it's a wonder drug. I think they're going to find out that, in fact, I know that it has a lot to help and cure cancers and stuff. They haven't even scratched the surface. Got to figure the governments, wouldn't let them do anything for the past 50 years. Now they're just starting to, but everything that they come up with, they've got to wait 6 years to go through crap. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But I would try it again, an edible. What's the worst thing that can happen? But I just got really I think I told you guys a story. We sat in a bomb shelter and smoked an ounce, me and another guy, and we were rolling them. Okay. And you didn't see it until it got right here, and then because the smoke was so thick in this concrete underground 12-foot long by 7-foot wide by 8-foot tall box, and I guess I crawled across the main street on my hands and knees. I was 2 blocks from the house, and I guess one of my friends lost track of me and then found me again, and it was over 2 hours to get home. And my poor mother was, "What's the matter with?" "Oh, nothing, everything's fine." Go to bed. Years later, when she finally smelled and tried it, actually at a party, she said, "Oh, okay, now I understand all the times that I asked my son about stuff." She smelled it. But I might try an edible just for the hell of it, because I really do think whatever, might not be the THC, the cannabinoids or whatever in there that the Egyptians knew had healing and medicinal purposes, and of course the people in the United States, it took them years and years and years to approve it as a medicinal drug, a plant, and that's from the pharmaceuticals. They couldn't patent the plant, and they wouldn't get their little bit. I mean, how they could say, "Yeah, well, go ahead, take the synthetic morphine." No, we just want to, eat this plant. No, no, that's a dangerous drug. That's crazy. Anyway, I go on and on and on and on about that. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to go real long today. It's already been 30 minutes. I do want to get a hold of him, and I guess I could check. That's one good thing about having. We were talking about that the other day, having cameras on the properties, both the properties. I can go on my phone from wherever I'm at in the world and look at everything. Look at my fish. Look at the house in Ubon. Let's see. I don't see him. Oh, that's the pond running, and he's not here. So, but anyway, that's my front yard. That's one of the dogs right there. Looks like it's Cookie. And there's Bear there. Can you see Bear rolling around in the front of the bike? You can't see that kid. He's right out of. Maybe I can blow him up. He's probably chewing on something. Yeah, he is. See him there? What is he eating? My bike cover. Oh no, he's not. He's chewing on the other puppy. The other puppy's under there. He likes one more than the other. He likes Cookie more than he likes Brownie, but he's a good boy. He plays a little rough with them, but they seem to take it. And my mother-in-law in the kitchen, and the rest of them are move on. So anyway, I want to. I don't want to miss him. I want to make sure that I get the gates in. The gates are going to be a big deal. Ever eat a pine tree? Yule Givens. I remember that statement. Yeah, the pine nuts, right? Pine nuts, I think. Yeah, commercial from the 80s. Ever eaten? Many parts are edible. Yeah, I remember that. But not too many people there today. I know James is doing a live stream. He's been doing like 2 hours, 3 hours walking deals. One in the morning, one at night, in case you guys want to watch him walk around wherever he happens to be. Dave, where's your thumbnail photo from this morning? What did I? Oh, where is it from? I don't know. I just got it. People send me stuff on my emails, and I just copy them and put them up there. I have no idea. I've got another one too. I've got like 5 or 6 of them in a folder somewhere. Every time I get one, I shove it in there. They have cones. Yeah, there's a pine nut in the cone, I think. Pine nuts, a lot of people they're actually pretty good. They use them in like cooking and making pestos and stuff like that. They'll use pine nuts. I could try to find out. I'll try to find out, Craig. It might be in the properties or something. I might be able to find out. Commercials. Hey, traveler, how you doing? One One of your subscribers, I tried gummy bears for pain. I tried them, but they hit me hard. I'm a lightweight. I was messed up. Yeah, you just gotta cut them into smaller pieces. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that they have, they've. I guess it's good for lightweight people. You know, they can take one and cut it up into 5 pieces where somebody else has taken 3 of them. Um, there's always some good things about being a lightweight. That's why I hated when I was drinking, man. I could drink a whole 750 of scotch in a night and still walk around and semi function. Um, it would have been nice to have 2 shots and been done. Cockatoos in Australia rip the pine cones apart. First the nuts in it. Yeah, I kind of miss I saw something the other day. I had I'm trying to think of the name now of the cockatoo I had. It's the biggest one, the ones that have that Malaccan cockatoo. It's like a peach colored, but he was cooler than shit. I dug him, and he wasn't supposed to be able to survive. I had him up in the high Sierras, freezing temperatures during the winter, but I had a big breeding box full of sawdust and stuff, and he did okay for 5, 6, 7 years, something like that. I dig the cockatoos. I like birds. My wife said we can't have one because of the dog. I love my scotch. Yeah, but 3 drinks and I'm done. Yeah, right now, if I drank one, I would probably be done. Edibles can be like LSD. You never know. I told you guys about my first. Did I tell you that, Craig? My first experience was with window pane, which, if you're from California, was a speedy LSD. And the first time that I took it, it was a blotter too, and the guy had cut it into 4 pieces and said, "Just take a quarter of it. That's all you'll need." And okay, so I took a quarter of it, waited like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and took another quarter of it, waited another 5 minutes, took the other half, and boy, an hour later, I was in La La Land. There was all sorts of shit in my mind happening. Um, that, and I only tried it 2 more times after that. I didn't like anything that I couldn't control, and psychedelics I couldn't control. It just would do whatever it wanted to do, and I didn't like it. Window pane. Yeah, window pane was, because we had all in Southern California and Hollywood and we had most all the drugs we were the epicenter for everything coming in, especially when, all the crank and cocaine and all that kind of stuff, but LSD too. Timothy Leary was up in Frisco, and uh, I don't know. It was the Moroccan was supposed to be the biggest one. If I could, he was such a cool bird. He was like yay big. I mean, he was big. He was the biggest one I've ever seen. And then if you look them up, I think they're the largest breed of cockatoo around, but I could be wrong. But I've heard of sulfur crested before. But this one, the Moroccan, let me see. It was like a peach colored. The almighty Google. Moroccan cockatoo. I don't know if I don't think it spelled it right. There it is. Major Michelle. They had kind of a peach color to them too. Mine wasn't like that with the different color. It was all one color. This is a major. I guess it didn't. I don't know how to spell Moroccan. Anybody know how to spell Moroccan? Where's Brock? Moroccan. Ah, there it is. And let me see if I can. Moroccan. There it is. Let's see if they show the actual. You can see him with somebody. Let's see. But he was cool as hell, man. He would come out and he'd lift his wings up. He'd sit on me and want me to scratch under his wings and lay over. And he was mean as hell. It took me 2 years to get to where I wanted to put my hand in there. He would hiss at me. Finally, after the hissing, I said, well, he could break a broomstick. He's probably going to hurt me, but I'm gonna touch the prick. I went in there and he just kind of let me and then lifted a wing up the very first time I touched him. Scratched underneath there and then started opening the door and going in and he dug it. He would come up and, but they are, I mean, the beak was like, I mean, he was big, man. Yeah, really. But I bet. On pools, solar, yeah, I bet. I made custom stamp prints for parties on plotter sheets during the 70s. Yeah, I want to say the height of it was probably I'm going to say the late 70s and the early 80s. Let's say from 70 mid 70s, 75 and before. I mean, they had it all the way in the 60s, but that was when I saw it the most because I was of age to understand that I want anything I can get my hands on. I was kind of I would tell girls, go through your mom and dad's cabinets, their medicine cabinets, and look for this, this, and this. And if you don't know, just bring it all. And these girls would bring in shit. I'd be looking through pills, and but back then it was Mama's Little Helper. Now is the Xanax, but it used to be what was Viagra. It starts with a V. Somebody help me. Come on, Craig. Valium. I got it before anybody could punch it in. But they'd have Valium and all that. I'd eat those, and I was in 6th grade, man. Through there and through junior high school. I was 13, something like that. Like I said, I wasn't the greatest person, I don't think, in the world. We also drank and got drunk in the morning in junior high school. We got Annie Green Springs, strawberry, whatever, apple. Somebody help me out. Annie Green, was that what it was? Strawberry Hill, and then there was an apple one, and we'd get hammered in the morning. We'd buy bottles of it. Hey, mister, will you buy us that, the night before or whatever? And there was always some idiots that would buy liquor for us. And we'd get up in the morning and drink the shit at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, be hammered at 8 o'clock going to school. I was watching my friend's Amazon parallel trimming his nails. He grabbed the cutter and chopped his toe off. Explain. I think they're tying same thing. Okay, I missed what Mark was saying. Oh, so it's 6 was what? Potholes you might. Well, I guess I missed some. Oh, cockadoodle. Cockadoodle. Yeah, Boone's Farm. That's it. Strawberry. But yeah, they had Strawberry Hill, I think, or Strawberry something. But yeah, and I like that one, and I like the apple one. And then we'd take anything, port, whatever we can get. Our sangria we'd make. We did pretty much everything. We got lucky in high school because what were we going in? What are you, 16 or whatever? The next door neighbor to my cousin's house, he worked for Schlitz, and so we had Schlitz. He had a whole. The one thing is, once a month, if you worked there, and he was a bigwig, they would give you cases of beer as a perk or whatever, and you had the option to buy cases of beer for like $2 or something. Anyway, he had a whole freaking garage full of Schlitz malt liquor and the big things, and we'd go in and we'd buy. He'd sell them to us. We were only 15, 16 years old. We'd buy a case for like I don't know, $2 or something. And I mean, one of those cans at 15 would, make you a little loopy, but um, it was quite interesting. So we had an unlimited supply going through high school that we didn't have to sit out in front and maybe get, go to jail or whatever. We were, yeah, Ernst and Julio Gallo. Yeah, Strawberry Hill. And what was the other one? It was Apple. Somebody get on the, the pain in the ass once in. All right. All right, come on. You want to say hi again? You want to say hi? Come over here. Can you see him? Say hello. That's a good boy. He is a good boy. Yeah. Annie Green Springs. Was that the Apple one? Boone's Farm, Strawberry Hill, and Annie Green Springs. Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing. I think when I got what was that one? Yes, schnapps. Peppermint schnapps, man. I don't know how many times I got extremely inebriated on that and beer and puked my guts out. Yeah, every time. That was the Apple. Okay, I got it now. Thanks, Traveler. Ralph, what do you call 24 women upside down in a box? Case of wine. So apple snobs. That sounds interesting. Strawberry pine. Peppermint snobs was the one that we mostly had. Colt 45. Yeah, what was that other one? Was those little Mickey's Big Mouth? I remember that in that green bottle. Schlitz malt liquor, Colt 45. What was the other ones? And then we started, whatever we get our hands on. Then we could buy it. By then we had fake ID. By the time we were going on the bar at 18. I've had this beard since I was 15. So we had fake ID and stuff. We were 18. We were hitting the bars. Ripple. And I'm trying to think of the one that you would make sangria with, that you would mix with the fruit and the and 7-Up and I called it sangria, but there was actually a name for that wine, I think. I can't remember the name. If somebody said it, I would. But yeah, hams, that was the ones that I think I told the story when we went up to Bass Lake. We were young and we would play hockey with tent sticks, and we had Ham's beer. They looked like little kegs, and we would crush them down and put them in a fire. We called them heat treated. That was our hockey pucks. I was the goalie. I had a cardboard case, box on my chest, on my arms, on my face, and down my legs, and they would come whipping down there, and the whole people in the Rangers enjoyed it so much, and the people wanted to see it so much because we'd only do it after we got our last skiing in. We would come in and they would water down the area that we would set up our little area in, and people would watch us, and we had a ball, man. But I could have been seriously injured. We all could have. That was the point, I guess. But yeah, the hams was almost looked like a little keg. Hams, and then Pabst Blue Ribbon. I liked actually Pabst, and I liked hams too. Ham was okay too. Gotta go. All right, Brock. Have a good day. Thanks for coming by. I'm only going to go another 10 minutes. It'll be an hour. There's only 6 of us in here right now. Like I said, I think a lot of people. I don't know today's Friday, right? So it's Thursday in the States. I think I ought to do them on Sunday and Wednesday or something. I might change the days. So stay in tune. Let's see. There's Andrew. The first one that I sent you, Andrew, was the one I've got. That's the older model. It's fine. I think the newer model for the extra 2,000 baht, I think has better batteries in it. It's a little tiny bit bigger. But before you buy either one of them, I will I will charge that and plug in at least one fan and let it run. But I'm going to get, I would almost guarantee it would run two fans, or maybe medium for at least 24 hours. But I'll do a test and then that way you'll know. But you should have gotten them, right? Thursday evening here at work. Yeah, I know. I think it's kind of a weird. I think I got to change the days. A lot of people are home. A lot of people watch from the States, and I need to do one on the Monday one. Isn't bad because that's for Sunday, but I think I'd rather do Sunday, which would be a Saturday. I don't know. I'll have to see them when all the football seasons and baseball and all that crap. Well, it had 1,200 watts, I think. Yeah, it's you can get a smaller one, but they don't change that much in price. And I did a lot of studying and watching all the ones, but you can go on Lasada and punch them in and do what I did. And I just went to YouTube and punched on their review. And a lot of them didn't get good reviews. This one happened to get a real good review. Little on the expensive side, but boy, if your power goes out, you can, you could probably power up your TV and a fan. I don't know how long it will work. I got it basically for that, just in case I keep it inside. But when we go camping, it can also be charged with a solar. If you look at those pictures on there, you can buy a solar panel for it too. So you could actually be charging it for free. But I bought it to use camping and everything. But you can check it out. But let me put a fan on that thing tonight, and or maybe even today. Maybe I'll charge it up and just plug it in and put it in the room, have it blowing on me an extra fan, at least one. But I got one of those. I got one of those big fans. So. Well, before it was 9,600, but that's about the same as what this one was. The one that I sent you is 600 watts. 600 watts. The one that I got, the first one. Let me go on here real quick. I have to log in with my freaking, it's driving me nuts with this Lasada and this two-part deal here. But let me, I found an easy way to do it. I'm logged in. Do it with a QR code. This one here, and I'll show you in there. Okay, let me go back to here. There's only 7 of you, so no one will get pissed off. Present, share screen, Lasada, share. Okay, so you guys are seeing it. Let me blow it up bigger. Oh, let me take this off. Is that? Yeah, that's bigger, right? Okay. So this one is the one that I got. And you see it's 578 watt hours and 600 watt. And the other one, that's 10.5. And then you can see with a solar panel's 5,000 baht. And this is a 200 watt is 10,000 baht. But 100, that's more than you'd need. But you just plug it into electricity and charge it. And the other one, let's see if I can. Yeah. The other one, this is the older model, but they still sell them. The other one, let me go back. Come on. I don't know why this thing is so slow. Past it. Okay. This one here is what? About 2,200 more. And it's the same as far as I know. This one says 1,200 watt. Is that right? It is 1200 watts. So this one is a bigger one. So if it was me, I would definitely get this one. How come? What's this one? Oh, one. This is just the configuration for the plugs. That's our weirdo one here, and then this one would be, I think, for American. I'm guessing. But yeah, it does say that, doesn't it? There's one with the panel, 1700. That's getting a little pricey. But wow, that give you plenty. You probably run your you see, it says it's an E600, but 600 watt hours. It's a lot bigger. Anyway, I didn't realize that. Maybe there's another one. Let's see. There's a battery I should have bought. 47,000 right there. 48 volt, 280 amp hours. Let's see. There's a bunch of different ones. You can see them here. 55. See, now this one's just showing, that one's showing 1,500, 1,451 hours, 3,600, 1,200, 1,200. Huh. Maybe they discontinued the small one and they're just using the same one that I showed you. Flashfish isn't a bad one either, but you can go on and check out any of these. Here's a 600, 288 watt. Now that, yeah, see, this one's only 88, but if you look at it, it says 600 watt, but it's only got 288 watt hours. The other one had 540 something, and that'll be how long it will work as far as how long the battery will last. But you can see all the different ones. I don't know what you really want to do, but these blue eddies are good too. I don't see now this one. They're misleading because they show you this, but it's actually only for the solar panel. And when you come over to the actual blue eddy, it's 17,000 for 1,000 watts, 716. So I guess it all depends on. I think that one for 12,000, if it really is a 1,200 watt. Let's go back there. I think that's a hell of a deal. 614 watt hours, though, but 1,200 watts. It just takes more wattage, but it's you still only got 614 versus the 500 and let's go back there watt hours, but it'll take more wattage than that one. But I don't know if you'll need that. This one here, see, is 578 versus the 614 on the watt hours, but it'll only take something up to 600 watts. So it's going to drain the other one twice as fast on 1,200 watts, which you couldn't do here. But at least you have the option that if you want to plug in your coffee maker, you can make coffee. So up to you. If it was me and I was going to do it again and I wasn't the cheap bastard that I am, I would get that 1,200 the newer style one and pay the extra 2,000 baht. Okay, what did I miss here? Anything? What's up? I'm still gonna try to. I know you told me last time when you were leaving. I got to see what I got going. I got to get that trailer done and get out and actually do something. Yeah, 614 watt hours. Yeah, I don't know. I would go on there like that page. If you go down below that and see some of those and start looking at them, write down the names of them, and you'll probably find where they put up Blue Eddy against Flashfish and Flashfish against Perco or whatever, however you pronounce it. And the what was the big one that everybody got all the time? They're there too. One of the first ones that came out. For some reason, my mind's not working. Hey Jay, how you doing? I won't need so much watts, mainly running a couple of fans all night. I think I'm going to try that one for you before you buy it. And I like this one. It's way lighter. Uh, it, it it should be fine. But I got a big fan. I don't know how big I got a big one. I don't know what it is, 18, 20-inch fan. And I'll plug it in and see how it does one fan and let it go all the way down to 0. And you can divide that in half if you got 2. I'll run it on high too. So, okay, let me see. You're in town January through April. That's when you're coming back, Robert? I think. Talking to Ryan. We're saying, hey, brother Jake. Okay. So, Jake, I didn't see Jake. Is Jake here? Did I miss him? If I missed you, I didn't see you in there, Jake. How you doing? But anyway, it's been an hour and 2 minutes. So 8 of us in here. I think I'm going to go ahead and go. And let me get rid of this. Add to stop screen. Okay, there we go. Back to normal. Let me go over here to this. Let me bring up my outro. All right. So hopefully, and I don't know, maybe I'll change the. You guys, let me know. Put it. Send me a message or put a comment in this video if somebody else is watching it down there that I couldn't make it because it's a crappy day and time, and give me a little bit of insight, and then I'll change the days around and maybe we'll get better. I know that a lot of people watch James, and that's might be what they're doing. It could be a bunch of people going live, but anyway. In case you didn't know, my intros and outros were done by Richard of Richard Travels. I like to say hi to him and his mom as much as I can. Good people watch his videos, and hopefully he'll come back and do some more YouTube. Everybody have a great morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world, and I will catch you on the next one.